Prince of Persia. Not the movie, we're talking about the reboot of the series, released in 2008 on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and later on the Mac and PC. This Prince of Persia has nothing to do with the Sands of Time trilogy. Nothing! The plot is as follows. A guy, known only as Prince, is wandering around the desert looking for his donkey named Farah. As a side note, Farah is also the name of the princess in the Prince of Persia Sands of Time trilogy. So out of respect to her, they named an ass after her. While he's looking for his donkey, he comes across a princess named Elika. She tells the tale that she's restoring her kingdom, which is being corrupted by the god of darkness, Ahriman. Ahriman was sealed by the Tree of Life, and the power is waning. So that's basically the plot. The prince and Elika are going on a quest to save whatever the name of the country is. I've forgotten what the kingdom is. Obviously it's Persia, but yeah. They go on a quest to save this. They go on a quest to save the kingdom from Ahriman's corruption. And on the way, they come across Elika's father, who for some reason is trying to stop them. I know why, but I won't spoil it. The premise of the game is you go around the kingdom, different parts of the kingdom, and healing the fertile grounds, which gets rid of the corruption in the area. And yeah, on the way to healing the fertile grounds, you now and then have to fight Ahriman's Elite 3, which is the Hunter, the Alchemist, and the Succubus. And all three are, they used to be human, but they've been corrupted by Ahriman. As you progress through the game, you must defeat all three of these dastardly devils. Graphics! Certainly they exist, and one cannot simply deny their existence purely upon arguments of hallucination. The graphics are good, but who cares? Actually, I usually don't care, but this game kind of gave me that wow feeling. Like when I first saw the kingdom opened up to you, to me, to you and me. I thought, wow, look at the graphics. When you step outside the temple and you first see the open world presenting itself like a giant male peacock's tractor beam dance, sucking you in, you think to yourself, the graphics are good. Sound! Cling, clang, boom! Pitta, 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 pitta. Roar! Roar! The sound does the job nicely. The music sets this Arabic Middle Eastern tone. This very mellow sort of music when you're just exploring the world. But of course it picks up when you're in the battle.
Why does everyone want to tell me what to do?
Watch out!
Do you want to fight or ask questions?
The prince is voiced by Nolan North. Why? Don't get me wrong, I am a fan of Nolan North in Uncharted. This is Prince of Persia. In Prince of Persia The Sands of Time trilogy, he was this British gentleman, which actually suit his personality, and suit the kind of guy that he would be in Persia, you know, he'd be the classy one. But in this one, he's just this rugged adventurer, Nathan Drake, Indiana Jones, smart aleck, wisecracking guy, voiced by Nolan North. So I didn't really like it. It felt kind of out of place. Even if some of the things he said were kind of funny. Basically, the most important thing about a game is winning.
Chasing down your enemies with medieval axes, on a chariot of fire with horses with flameful manes, decapitating them and devouring their mortal souls.
Just kidding, it's about gameplay. When you hear Prince of Persia, what do you think of? Not the movie! That's right, you think of crazy, unrealistic physics, like wall running, and running up and down walls, and jumping. Basically, Prince of Persia is a very parkour-y sort of guy. He likes parkour. He's a very fit, athletic, agile sort of dude. And he's just the same in this. But you can even bring it into battle as well. So you can expect agile maneuvers inside and outside battle. The main differences between Sands of Time and the new Prince of Persia are it's an open world now. So basically you can go wherever you want within reason. And you can, so instead of going just from hallway to hallway solving hurdles and using your parkour skills and puzzle solving skills to puzzle solve, you can go basically anywhere you want. But Pickle, why did you say basically just now? Because I say basically in all my videos. I meant why did you say it in this context? Well, I'll tell you. Thanks for asking. There's no one there. It's just me talking to myself. Oh, I see. Well, it's a bit Metroid-y. So you come across an area that you might not be able to get to without a certain power-up. So you keep that in mind for when you do have that power-up, and then you can go back. When you do have the power-up, you can go back and... Bob's your out, Dre's your out. Hicks your cousin, yeah, let's have a party. Alright. So basically, as you heal the fertile grounds, these light seeds will appear and Alaka collects them. And I'm just going to close the window because children are... So basically, as you heal the fertile grounds, light seeds appear, and Alaka collects them, and they're sort of like, they're like fueled for her powers, and the more she collects, in order to unlock new power-ups to get to new places, you need to collect a certain number of light seeds. That wasn't so hard, was it? Once you get enough light seeds as well, you can open up these black gates which contain boss fights or mini boss fights with the Hunter, the Alchemist, and Succubus. And you can finish with them off once and for all. Bad at reviews. If you don't like backtracking, don't fear, because as you heal the fertile grounds, they become warp points, so you can easily just walk between area, and you don't have to backtrack or back parkour track to wherever you want to go, so it's easy. It's not tedious. It's good. All the different parts of the kingdom look unique, and it never becomes monotonous. If you like adventure games, you'll like this one, and you should try it. If you played the Sands of Time, don't expect it to be the same sort of progression throughout the levels. It's a different type of progression, as it's an open world, but there's enough of the same to keep it familiar and comfortable. Another thing that has changed is the combat. In the Sands of Time trilogy, you could fight multiple enemies at once. In this one, you fight them one at a time, which is, it's quite welcome, and it works quite well. That's about it for combat. Most of the gameplay is taken up by parkouring and exploring the world. I'm a poet, and you know it. Chloe. Boat. The other difference you'll notice is you have Alaka constantly following you. So you're not a lone warrior. And you'd think this is a kind of annoying thing, but she never gets in the way. Also, she can use her magical powers to dispel the corruption in some enemies. Thanks, Alaka. So the gameplay is what makes this game as good as it is, which is what should make any game good or not good. Lessons. There's enough new to give the player a new experience, but with enough of the same expected Prince of Persia's puzzle solving and platforming and even combat prowess that it makes the game an enjoyable experience as well. There's one disappointing aspect about the game, and that's the ending. While the final boss battle was fun, I won't spoil the story or the ending, but I wasn't satisfied. It was weird.
We don't know what he'll do!
What more can he do?
When all is said and done, the Prince of Persia reboot was an enjoyable experience. The parkour was satisfying, and that satisfaction carried over to the combat as well. The game looked brilliant, with a cel-shaded style, and it was well crafted. Although the voice of the prince was well acted, it was a bit too uncharted for me. But the humour and the dialogue between Alaka and him was well written and made me laugh.
The temple's there, under the tree.
You guys worship a tree?
The ending to the story was a bit of a letdown to me, but the rest of the game made up for it. It gets an 8.5 out of 10. Why? Because it's my channel. Subscribe! Good shot! See ya? Everyone see that one?
Hi everyone, thanks very much for watching my video. Feel free to like, comment, and if you want to subscribe, just click the little icon below. If you want to watch the previous video in the series, click on that icon. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Facebook by using the links in the description. Thanks again and take care of yourselves.